Well, how y'all doing today? We are back on this turd again today. We can work on the old Chevy Impala. What we're doing today, the front hub assembly right here is bad on the front wheel. When they hit a curb or did whatever, it busted it up pretty bad, so it shimmies a little bit. So we're going to replace that today. I'm going to show you guys how to do that. It's pretty simple. And while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and replace the front brakes on it and have brand new brakes all the way around it. I'm about tired of messing with this old car. I mean, it's a good car, but just a turd, you know. But I can't let nobody leave here with this car drive the way it drives. So we're going to spend the money. I didn't want to do it, but we're going to spend the money and fix it. All right, I know a lot of y'all already know what this is, but some of y'all out here don't. Let me get down here. Get out the way. Anyway, this is the hub bearing. It's right here. It's what your rotor goes to. It's what your wheels bolt onto. I gotta take the brakes off. I gotta take the brake caliper thing off here that holds it on. And there's 3 bolts that hold that on and that. It's not hard. It's just a little time consuming. And this right here is what your new hub assembly looks like. Get it out of the packaging here. And here's your ABS. You gotta put that on. And that's it. Anyway, it just bolts right here. Alright, let me get this thing torn apart here. Alright, the first thing you're going to want to do is get you a straight screwdriver, and right here are the brakes, and put in here. You need to pry this over, and you squeeze in that caliper. And well, you know what? I didn't bring a bigger screwdriver out here. It's all good. Let's just use what we got. I don't want to go back to the garage. And I'm going to have to. You know, sometimes you're just lazy. You don't want to do stuff, right? It's one of the times, but you know, you just don't use the proper tools. You just don't get stuff done. As you can see, the front brakes on this thing are shot. I don't know if that camera's picking it up just yet, but that right there is the brake shoe. There ain't nothing left of it. All right. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take these 2 bolts out. This one here and this one here. They're 15 millimeters, I believe. All right. I believe these things are 15 millimeter. Well, they've been on there. We're going to go ahead and pull these all the way out. And that thing is dry, dry, dry. That ain't good. set that up for time, but lay it down over there for the time being. Now we just got to take off the shield here. Look how thin that brake is. No brakes left at all on it. There's your hub. Right there's your hub. All I gotta do now is bring up my big impact, put the big socket on, take that off. And then we got 3 bolts. There's one right there, there's one up in there, one on the other side. Now there's a couple different things I like to do to this. First, try to get a little fluid on there, because they're usually kind of rusted. Help them come off a little easier. Bring her out there to about the end of it, close to it. And take a hammer, a good hammer. What you want to do is you want to punch that in just a little bit. That's loosen it up. See how it just loosened up? Now the axle's out of my way. And there's a couple reasons why I did that, and I'll show you just a second. Now if you come around here, as you can see, there's one of the bolts. Tripod's in my way. Let me take it off tripod for a minute. Anyway, there's one of the bolts. The other bolt is this one up here. And if you didn't take that and push that back, you'll never get that off. And then the other one's on the other side. Let me straighten up these wheels because it'd be a little easier. Alrighty. Sometimes these things are a booger to get out. So we just bring out some real tools. Right? Something with a little bit more butt behind it. That's my philosophy. It's always worked for me in the past, so. Don't want to come out like she's damned in there. So throw a little grease up in there. We'll back it on in there. Wrong way, dummy. My air compressor went down on me. Having technical difficulties here. Shouldn't be all this problem. There she went. Why is trying to play games with me? I know it ain't got no choice but come with me. Alright, I gotta turn the axle so I can get to the other side. I almost forgot something that's really important here. You see this here? This is your ABS stuff. Go ahead and get that out the way. Don't want that to fall off, get messed up. I mean, yeah, this is the old one and we don't care about it, but still. We do not want it getting messed up, so unplug it. Get it out of the way. Alright, let's get to that last bolt. As soon as you get that last third bolt out, that's what the bolts look like, 3 of them. Should be able to just take a good hammer, hit this thing, and it just falls out. It's the way it's supposed to be done. I've had some of them where I've had to take heating torches to them and all kinds of stuff to heat them up to get them out of there. I even had to cut one out one day. It was freaking retarded. See it moving? There it is. There's the old hub bearing. Look at that. Look, you can actually see the bearings in here. That thing is completely gone. Junk. Throw it over out of the way. Junk is junk is junk. See up in here, we still got some of the bearing left up in there. That all supposed to came out with it, but it didn't. It decided it wanted to stay. It wanted to be part of the car. So just dig it out. That's the only thing you can do, just dig it out. Look, there's still the wires on there, look. All we can do is keep digging. Keep fighting with it. That's what we're going to do here. Sometimes they just don't come out. You see, I've just been pounding this in is what I've been doing and bringing the other side out with it. Trying to get this old race out of here. Come on now, you're not gonna hold me up like that, are you? There she is. That's what was left of that old piece of junk. Maybe smart to go right here and clean some of this up. Just take a screwdriver and scrape it up. Try to clean it up as best you can, get all the burrs off of it. You can't never let a car beat you. If it starts giving you problems, walk away from it for a little while. It's the best suggestion if you ever learn anything out of me. If you get frustrated, just walk away from the car. Go smoke a cigarette, get you a glass of sweet tea, take a break for a minute, go kiss your girlfriend, do something for a couple minutes. But you know, that's basically with anything in life. You start getting aggravated, man, just walk away. Go find something else to do for a few minutes. That feels pretty good to me. I'm going to shoot me a little fluid on here and give this thing here a little grease here. Or lube that all up. It's hard to believe the CV shaft is still good in it after been sitting there rusting like that. But that's what happens when you let a car just sit and do nothing and you don't use it. You get bad things like that happening. Alrighty, let's see what kind of nonsense we got going on here. We're going to set this up the same way. I'm going to set that back in there. I'm going to set that up in there. Make sure we pull that thing down out of the way. Push it on in there. Alrighty. Dumb and retarded. That's what that was. Okay. I'm gonna have to set the other side up first. Sometimes it be like that. And that's a good reason why the ABS light was on, because that thing was messed up. Come on, get in there. Now once you get those started, do not crank these two down until you get the other one in there and started. Learn from experience. Tighten them down, the other side's off. Now you got to redo it all again. So try to get all the bolts started before you actually tighten it down. Alright, now these things don't have to be cranked in there. I've seen people bring out freaking tools and just crank them in for everything they're worth. And these vehicles do not need that. Just get them good and snug and call them a day. Got the right one. I'm gonna come back with my little 13mm wrench here. Give him a couple taps up. Can't get on that one very well. But you get the hint to it. That way they're not over tightened. You get the logistics, I hope, what I'm telling you. Alright, that bad boy is in. Now just push this thing on in, turn it till it comes in. Give a little bit more squirt. What am I? You know one thing about we're working on cars, you always forget, can't find stuff. Give a little squirt in there. Alright, I'm going to tighten down this nut on this CV axle. Crank that bad boy down. Make sure she's in the hole. Good boy. Throw that big tool out of my way for now. Alright. Set that back up on there. And we'll put this thing back on. What the hell? Come on now, get on there. Sorry, I'm on my knees. My knees are hurting. I can't do that. Get them started. And then we'll crank them on there. We're going to bring out what I call Mighty Mouse. One of the first being packs I ever bought new. I've had that impact for a long time. She's starting to get a little worn out, but she still works. Alright. We're good to go. Now you guys have seen me do this before, so this ain't gonna be nothing new to you. Take these off bolts here and clean them up a little bit. Off of them. I'm going to use some Vaseline. Just going to coat that real good. Just keep it back up there in this hole for the time being. There doesn't get stuff all over it. Vaseline is cheap, man. You can use Vaseline for all kinds of different things. And trust me, I do. That's not where those go. I just put them up so they didn't get grease all over them. I wanted to get that out of my way. Now we're going to put on the brakes. This one didn't come with new sliders, so we'll just put a little grease on these sliders here. Come on, get up in there. Okay. Got a little grease on the end points. Oh, let me get a little closer up in here to my project here. Okay. We're gonna put this one right here. Now come off of it. Sometimes everything's got to fight you. It's just the nature of the beast. One thing I didn't show you, you got a back brake pad and you got the front brake pad. The front brake pad's got this little piece of metal on it. I always put them to the outside. Well, I already did it up here on this one. But basically when this gets down, this will hit your rotor and start making that squealing noise. That's how you know you need brakes. But once you start hearing that squealing sound, make sure you get some brakes put on there. I'm gonna add a little, just a little bit around here. It's because it feels pretty rubbed out. Now, we're gonna take these back out, like so. Stick it on the side of the brake down here. Okay. Alrighty, maybe that's far enough you can see, and I'm gonna have to go over on the other side and switch it around. Anyway, now we gotta come here and mess with this stuff. Put that back in there like that. And that one goes in like that. And that just hooked up your ABS system. That's all there is to it. That side is done. All right, let me put the tire and wheel back on here and we'll do the other side. Give me some room in there. Bring out the big boy. Set that in between there. Alrighty. Yeah, I'd say that old impact's about worn out. I would say. That's alright, I got another one in the garage, but I just ain't brought it out in a long time and hooked it up. Brake pads. Things are done. Done. Where'd my Vaseline go to? On the other side I was talking about that metal. I'm gonna put it right here on this side. Now eventually this is gonna need a hub bearing on this side, but right now they can get away with what they got. Put some Vaseline on this bad boy up here. Back in his hole where he belongs. Alrighty, round 3. See if this goes to work like it's supposed to now. Now what? Okay. Just going to make sure this is tight. Yep. That's all there is to the brakes, man. That is it. Put the tire back on this bad boy. Check your brake fluid. Do all that good stuff. Make sure everything's right like it needs to be. Come here, tire. You know, we've had a pretty weird spring this year already. Freak, the sun's out hot one day and it rains for 2 days. It's freaking retarded. Normally it don't take about 20 minutes to do a set of brakes probably. But you know, when you're sitting here videotaping and trying to make content for you folks, you know, and show you guys how to do things, it takes a little longer. Which I don't mind doing because I enjoy what I do. Especially when I'm like everybody else, I'm sitting at home bored. Well, this car ought to ride a whole lot nicer. It should anyway. Alrighty, there she be. Alright, as you see, we still got the ABS light on down there. That security light's always on this car, and got traction control on there. You can't really reset those. You got to drive those around the block a little bit, and then you can reset them usually. If you got the problem fixed. We're just gonna leave my house open, I don't care. My neighbors that live right around me, I trust them. Which I really don't have any neighbors, you know. 'Cause that's the only neighbor I got, is my man across the street, that big old house. Which him and his wife are good people. All right. Brake light still comes on. The sensor's bad in that master cylinder, but I am not messing with it. The little steering wheel ain't shaking around or doing anything stupid, vibrating. That's a good thing. Really good thing. This thing runs like a champ. It's had all kinds of problems with it. Bunch of little things. And you've seen me do most of them. We're still rolling. Like I said, just gonna go around the block here. I love coming through here of a night. All these trees here over the road. I love it. And in the fall, when all these start changing colors, it's really beautiful. This thing's even got AC in it. And let me tell you, it works. All right, let's see here. Back up in the driveway. Look at all the mess I got to clean up still. Alrighty. Roll down some windows so we can get some air in here. Alright, we're going to shut this car off. Let it set for a couple seconds. Alright. Got my little scanning tool here. Turn it on. 2001 Chevrolet, yes. With air pump, without, with air pump, without, oh, this is without air pump. That's what one of these OB2 scanners look like. The things say, not all supported, we understand. It's reading all the codes. Look at that. 5, 6, 7 codes. OBT, ESM, ABC, all that stuff. Yeah. Pump motor circuit, not voltage. Left rear speed sensor. Right rear speed sensor. Low brake fluid detected, which we already know that ain't it. Dynamic proportion. Oxygen sensor. This thing got all kinds of codes, but we're going to erase them anyway. We'll hit all the above. Let's see here. What? Oh, I messed up. I'm sorry. I forgot to go down here and hit erase codes. Enter. Yes. 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 Zero codes remaining. Alright, let's see if he shuts off. Look, and now shut off. ABS light, come back on. Brake light went off, but it come back on. She's got to fix all them rear wheel sensors. I'm not doing it. I'm not spending no more money. But that's how you do an OB2, to scan them and clear them out. Alright folks, I hope that helped you. Pretty much all these Chevrolet cars are the same. And these front wheel drive cars are all pretty much the same on how to do that. And see, I got a funny feeling the rear ones need to be replaced too. Rear hub bearings, that's what the problem is. But I'm not doing it. I am done working on this car. I'm not going to work on it again. It's probably the last time you'll see it. But I like teaching people, so I like to show people how to do things. Hell, they're about to open back up the country and let us go back to work, so that's a good thing. Because trust me, I can't wait to get back in my truck and do some kind of work. All right, I appreciate y'all. Hope you guys are having a good day. Like and subscribe, you know what to do.